Hello everyone, it's Wale Ladipo here. My journey today is to Liverpool. Liverpool, yeah! By the way, I don't support Liverpool Football Club. I'm a Manchester City fan, but my work requires me to go to Liverpool today. So I'm very excited because not just because of the work I'm going to do. Some of you are thinking this guy's excited about work. Yes, I'm excited about this one because we're expecting some good things to come out of today's meetings. So I'm excited about that. But what is also more important is the fact that I've never really driven my EQC to Liverpool before. Liverpool is northwest of England. So I am classified to be in the north of England as well, but not quite north, if you know what I mean. I'm still classified as almost like as if I'm in the middle of England. If you know the map, if you're familiar with the map. So I'm in West Yorkshire, and that means that I'm going to be driving west towards the west coast of England. Blackpool, Chester, Liverpool, and it's supposed to be flatter. We've always gone to London, south of England, and up north, Scotland, which is always uphill. So I want to see the range. I want to see what the range gives to me. Usually, when I've traveled on the EQC, the average is about 2.8. So 2.8. So that gives you about between 225 and 235 range. Between 225 or 220 to 30 range. Which is not the greatest, because according to the WLTP studies, we should be able to get at least 250, but it's not realistic in real world. It's just we live in a different world here. My environment is hilly. There are valleys. There are mountain tops. So traffic is a whole bunch of inhibitions that will not allow me to achieve that goal. But I'm optimistic. I've charged this car up, supercharged, and it's saying that I have 216 miles per a single charge. And I want to see what I average. Maybe I can improve upon 2.8 because I'm going west, and west is supposed to be slightly flatter than going north. That's just my own, geography. I didn't do quite well in geography classes when I was in school, so I might be completely wrong. But it's Sunday morning. The temperature is about 17 degrees. And it's not supposed to be aggressively windy today. So it looks like it's a good condition that should favor traveling. Sunday mornings, most people sleep in on Sunday mornings. They sleep in. And so hopefully there's not going to be too many traffic on the road. We shall see. Now, Liverpool takes about, what's it telling me here now? Let me just see. So it takes about, I think, 65 miles. Yeah, 62 miles it says. I'm going to be there by 11:32 a.m. and this is 10:18 in the morning. I've got a work conference at Liverpool at the city centre. If you have not been to the city centre before, perhaps I might be able to give you a glimpse of the city centre when I drive through the city centre in Liverpool. So the hotel, the venue that we're using for the conference is very central, close to the train station. So those of you who are outside Liverpool, you've heard a lot about Liverpool. You know, Liverpool FC, even if you're not in England, you know, Liverpool is a big club that has a worldwide followership, especially a young club. If you're a German, I'm sure you like club. At least now that it's not in Germany anymore. But Liverpool, I like Liverpool, but as long as they are not winning the league, because they are my most ferocious rival when it comes to football in this country. I'm a Manchester City fan, and Liverpool, they are not easy. They're not easy at all. So what is it like traveling on the EQC? It's a pleasure. Trust me, it's a pleasure to drive on the EQC. Very, very comfortable and a pleasure to drive. It's quick enough for almost anybody. This car can do 4.9, 4.8, can do 0 to 60 in 4.8, 4.9. One of those two. So that is super quick. That's super quick. I reviewed the EQA 250, which was the little brother to the EQC, and it does 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.9. So this car almost halves that. Of course, a heavier car, and it's also more refined. There's a sense of luxury to it. So we're now approaching Liverpool. Just getting to Liverpool right now, coming off the motorway and getting into Liverpool. So we're driving through Liverpool right now. So those of you who have not been to Liverpool before, hopefully you'll be able to see a glimpse of the city. Unfortunately, I'm not going through Anfield.
In 400 yards, keep left and continue to follow A508.
I'm not going through the football giant Liverpool FC stadium. I'm going straight on to the city centre where my conference is today. But hopefully you guys can see a little bit of Liverpool as well.
Now keep left.
It's a lovely city. I must say that depending on where you go in Liverpool, that will determine the kind of experience and conclusion you draw. There's some areas in Liverpool that are extremely deprived, and at the same time there's some areas that are super posh. I mean super posh, places that you want to be. But that's just how any other city is. There's a constant separation, and wealth divide between the haves and the have-nots, the rich and the the not rich, the rich and the wretched, as they say sometimes. And it's incredible. This city is fascinating. If you look at the Liverpool supporters, the majority are just hard-working people who love their football club passionately. A lot of them are working class people who just work so hard, and the money they make, they invest it in their football club, and it's incredible. This is not just a club for them. This is emotions. This is life. This is pride. This is what they live for. I mean, part of what they live for. I don't know whether one person can just live for a football club. There's more to a human being. I think a football club should be part of us, but I might be wrong. Some people might decide that a football club is the ultimate priority, more important than their own existence. But what I find about the Liverpool supporters is that it might not be the all-in-all focus, all-in-all most important thing in their life, but it's very close. It's very close. It's just like one philosopher that says that money is not important. I agree. But with regards to it's important, it's as close to oxygen as it can get. I mean, without oxygen, we would not survive, we'll die. So if money is that close to oxygen, especially in a capitalized world, in a world of capitalism, where everything is priced, everything is separated, everything is categorized based on what you can afford and what you can't. That determines your postcode, the car you drive, the neighborhood that you live, where you go shopping, the kind of holiday you're able to afford, the kind of house you're able to live in, places where the children are able to explore. So we live in a capitalist world in the West. So that is why money is important. So important that
also on the promenade and surrounding roads,
we hardly can survive a day without it. Driving through the Liverpool city centre.
Prepare to turn left and then immediately turn second side left.
Ooh, that was close. Unfortunately, I hope I'm able to go through the. Did you see that? That guy on the scooter. Actually, he's not supposed to be driving that on the road because it's not allowed. But many people are just taking liberty. They're taking the law into their own hands. So I go straight ahead and I take a left, and that is where the hotel is where I'm going.
047 and then immediately turn second left.
I just need to keep an eye on this because the city center, you've got to be very
Now turn
careful.
left onto A5038 and then turn right.
I think this is that building you're seeing on the right there is the famous City Hall. I think so. And the train station There's a lot of construction work going on here at the city center. The train station is just on the left,
Now
right here.
turn right and continue to follow A5038 and then turn second left.
And I've always been amazed by this huge stuff. And now look, that's the Marriott. That's where I'm going right there. So it's super close now. I've always been amazed by this particular billboard. I think it's a shopping center that's just behind the billboards, but it's superb. And this is the city hall. I've forgotten what it's called. If you know Liverpool properly, so you could just let me know. Put the comments in. You could see those statues right there. So interesting. And this is my hotel right here at the city center. I need to take a left here.
Now turn left onto Queen Square, then you will have reached your destination.
Thank you very much. Yes. So this is the hotel entrance. 62 miles covered and 3.0 miles per kilowatt hour. Yeah. I've driven for 1 hour 21 minutes. And that is an improvement. I've always been averaging 2.8, especially going north. But going west is quite easy. It's easier to drive than going north. So as a result of that, I was able to extend that range. So 3.0 multiplied by 80 kilowatt hour. What does that mean? That means that I've done 240 today. I'm thinking I should have improved upon that. Come on, let me do 250. It's hard to do 250 all the time. But hopefully next time I'll be able to do 250. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure sharing with you. I hope you've enjoyed my trip together with me today. All the very best. Please subscribe and put your comment in there if there's anything you want to share with me, you want to talk to me, or any question at all, and I will get back to you. Stay happy, stay motivated until the next video. Bye bye.